yes. Good scratches. Oh yeah, good scratches. Well, hello you guys. How is everybody doing? We are doing pretty good here. Pretty excited because we have some changes coming here soon to the goat pen here. So I just recently ordered a pre-made animal shelter, which will be having delivered probably in the next week, maybe 2 weeks. It's nice to think that I'll have a little bit better of an area for these ladies to give birth in and a better nursery for the baby goats. Unfortunately, that means that I have to rearrange this whole pen. My plan is to have the new animal shelter placed in this area here. It's a 10 by 20, so that means that this whole fence has got to go. That animal shelter needs to go. We'll probably have to move some of these, which that's good. They kind of need to anyways. And then these fence panels are going to get moved over, probably over here somewhere. I'm going to utilize those to contain the goats during this time. I have this shelter right here, which I think will be okay in this area for right now. I've got to measure out this area because I've still got over on this side, I've got my garden fence and everything, so I'm limited on how far this way I can go. I've got all of this area back here to work with for making an area for the ladies to stay while we get the building set up in this area. So we are about a month out on babies hitting the ground. Moonstar, no. These two, Fire Lily and Pebbles, are the first to kid about March 11th. And then I believe we have Clara right here, and Cookie Dough around the 16th or 17th. And I think Moonstar as well. And then Clover over in the other pasture will be, I believe her due date is about April 11th. So seriously, we're getting down to crunch time. So I'm hoping that this animal shelter gets delivered in the next week or so that we're all prepped and ready. So today is the day to work on trying to get some of this done. It's a pretty nice day. There is a little bit of wind, which is kind of making it chilly. I think we're right around 40 degrees, but starting tomorrow, we're supposed to be getting a rainstorm coming in, and then next week is supposed to be really nasty. They're predicting some definitely rain showers, wind, and possible snow. Definitely up in the mountains, maybe down here on the valley floors, but which is kind of unfortunate because Maple, my cow, is due next week. Like, I think her due date is her due date is the 25th. She's been bagging up and having some mucus discharge. So she's definitely losing her mucus plug and getting pretty soft in the back end. So she is kind of due any day, which why couldn't we just hold off a little bit longer on this nice weather? Because I really don't want to have a baby in a snowstorm, but we'll make deal if that's what it is. Well, hello, baby.
Hiya.
Hi. Well, let's take a look at Clover because she is starting to get on the bigger side. And I'm thinking that I want to say, because I did ultrasound her, I did record it as well, but it just ended up not being very good footage. So that's why I haven't shown any of it. But she does look a little bit bigger because she's been eating. But when I ultrasounded her, I was pretty certain that I did see at least 3 babies in there. So I'm guessing that she will have at least 2 and then potentially 3, since I'm pretty certain that's what I've seen. Seriously, these girls all make it hard to film and do things. But yeah, Clover she's a little on the fat side. Seriously, you are naughty, little lady. Vanellope. No, not you either. So there's Clover. She's a little fat, but like I said, part of this is food. This side's food. She's been out in the pasture eating. I'm definitely thinking that she is going to have twins, potentially triplets. You guys, I'm going to run in. Hey, I could stay out here and play with these guys all day, but I got stuff to go do. All right, so we got this fence up. Did move this over and we're gonna attach it. That's just kind of freestanding right now, so I'm gonna have to wire that up. So the goats are gonna be back in this area. Now it's just time to deconstruct all of this. The Expedition that I drive, we ended up getting at an auction, and so was this one. It come from an auction as well. We used the pieces and parts off this one to do some stuff to the other one. We needed to get it moved because the animal shelter that we're getting has to go right in through the area where it was sitting. So this vehicle doesn't have a key, but that doesn't really matter because the engine in it is not good anyway, so it's not like we could have started it to drive it. So thankfully we have access to a backhoe, and as you can see, it was a pretty quick process just to get this pushed back here in what I like to call the bone pile of project vehicles and stuff that we have back there. So now on to go move that animal shelter. I will bet you by the time that we come back around, the chickens are gonna be in all of this and tearing it all up looking for goodies, because that's what chickens do, you know. The rope,
Broke the strap.
yeah, broke a strap.
Well, it's good that you built this out.
Yeah. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. So, now we gotta do some re-engineering. Darn it. What did you say? At least you know what? That you're building stout?
Yeah, I mean, shit's been dropped twice.
Yeah. Oops.
Let's build it with chain.
Yep. So.
Well, and that wasn't the choker's fault or the strap's fault. It was rubbing on that sharp edge.
Yeah.
But I would have thought it would have made that distance, not a problem.
When Adam built all of our little goat sheds and stuff, he specifically built them with these eyelets so that he can pick them up whenever he needs. And we've done it a few times now, and it is one of those features on our little buildings that we have loved.
It's so heavy. Here, Daddy.
Oh, not yet.
It's fucking not. Okay.
Oh, that won't break.
I just had to show you guys that while we were hooking the chains up to those eyelets, the chickens were already over here in this bedding. When a person owns chickens and has been around them long enough, they're pretty predictable on what they're going to do. So I totally knew they'd be in that.
The two straps together in the center with this one. You know, wadded them up around. And picked it up and the front slid off the forks. And boom! Dropped it once over there. Backed it up here, then this strap right here snapped.
well, that feels good to have that done. Now we're just going to be waiting on our shed to be delivered, which could be in the next week, possibly next 2 weeks. But like I said earlier, this is the nice day. This is the nicest day that we're going to have this next week, and it's going to get muddy and really gross. So had to take advantage of that and get this done ahead of time. So it'll be exciting to have that new building, and hopefully before these girls start having their babies. According to her, it is time to feed. So I guess I'm off to go do that.